No, we
Who's
live.
that?
There is no hold on. We're live. Wait,
All right, we're live.
are
We're
we live?
live. Are
Hello?
we
This
live?
this thing connected to the
Wait, you did the live. You
Yeah, I
touched it.
went. Yeah, I went live.
Okay.
I'm
So
the
we've
one that
got to
goes
be
live.
live then.
No, I'm the one that goes live.
Okay. I
You're
can't
the
touch
side.
that button.
No, you're the sidekick.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the
Eh,
today's stream is all about you. Did you see the title?
Yeah, I didn't agree on this title. Um,
No, I
but
did it in
I
secret.
but I am a great man. So hello,
Mhm.
Jake Smith. You want to do the intro today?
Yeah. Welcome back, Spicy Boys TV. We got Card Creator Ernesto,
Let's
also
get
known as a great man.
great
And we're
last
here
name,
in
man.
the therapist's office today. I'm
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Smith.
Yep.
Ernie is my patient,
It's
but I'm
dark.
also the sidekick. Doesn't make sense, but we're rocking and rolling with it.
You're the
Um,
sidekick.
Retro, if you put a clock or watch or any type of time telling device in the chat one more time, I'm going to do something real bad. Okay?
Yep. All
New
right. Yep.
trigger clocks in chat. Everybody put clocks in chat. I don't
What?
want to be on time. I don't care.
Nope.
Okay? We're not one of
Nope.
those podcasts where it's like, we're going to be on time and we got all these topics and yada, yada, yada. I'm hot. I'll be late. All right. That's where I'm
Wait.
at. What
Wait.
about
You're hot.
you? I'm your
You're hot.
therapist. I'm hot. Go for it. What do
Sounds
you
like
got on
you.
your mind?
Sounds like you might be the one that needs a little bit of therapy, dude.
No, I'm the therapist. I've already cleared that level of life.
Oh,
Okay.
you're good. So you don't
Yeah.
have any problems because you're the therapist.
No, I'm therapist Jesus and you're my client, a so called great man. And we're talking about your problems today. Thank you.
Uh, I mean, shit. I'm good, bro. I just tend my grail. I'm a great man. Um, and speed run from broke boy to elote. I just
Hmm.
finished my PB, 35 years. Let me
Oh,
get
yeah.
a
Clap.
clap. Come on, man. Your
Sorry, I
boy,
forgot therapists are supposed to show support, even if they're not thinking it.
former world record, personal PB,
Hmm.
35 years from Cuban boy to elote owner.
Yep.
So I'm
Yep.
very thrilled. Yes.
The biggest elote, right? Oh wait, no, there's other ones. It's not the most expensive elote.
Brother, it's still a stupid grail. I don't even want to have to show you. Do I have to show them? Do I have to show him, chat? I mean, you're tired of
Show me.
seeing this
I'm
card.
your therapist. You got to show me what's going on in your life. You see my therapist coffee? Therapists always drink coffee so they can like hide smirks and like other, you know, like mouthing off bad things behind the coffee cup. I'm a professional.
Anyway, let's see. I'll just solo this. Brother, this is gonna look terrible, but check this out. This is kind of stupid. Oh yeah, no, the blue screen. Never mind. Rip.
You can't just show a
Back
scan.
back to you, Snake.
Show us the scan, dude.
All right, dude. I'll show you the scan. The fuck?
I mean, everyone wants to see the scan right now.
Okay, hold on. I gotta stop. I gotta share again. Dark.
Dan says,
Look at this
I
baby
showed
right
up
here.
late and then
Look
we're
at this
talking
baby right
about
here,
reskin.
dude.
I'm
Shit.
jumping.
Let's
Sheesh.
go. We did it, Big Dirt. Look at the swirl.
As your therapist, I think you're all done with therapy. You're good. Good job.
So I'm saying I'm good, dude. I beat the game, and it's a real team. It's a
I mean, look
real
at this. I
team.
mean, people would cert trade you and Elottie trade you just for that swirl, I bet. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
will you take my
Mm-hmm.
two cert with no swirl with straight trade, please? I can do that.
Well, let me stop you right there. For all the haters in chat, mostly Dan,
Mm-hmm.
this is my I am a great man party. I'm here with my therapist. We're just partying right now because I
Mm-hmm.
finally completed my speed run to an Elottie. Now, if you're not here to rejoice at my expense, pause, that's fine, but that's what we're here for. Okay. Now, what else is on the topic list, dude? Because I can't just flex on the hobby like this.
All right, let me
I
just
feel
read the
bad.
topic list real quick. 35-year elote grading speed run. Okay, we covered that.
Yep, covered. Yep.
Ernie is a great, great man.
Covered
We
it.
haven't quite covered that. We did it a little bit. Our elote Charizard, is that the best card in the Hob?
I
That's a
mean,
topic.
shit, how many hours you got? Because the short version, yes.
I mean, we got two, and we've only talked for nothing. And Dan's already talking about jumping, so we got to keep it going.
hmm
Do we keep
Well,
it going?
here's the thing, dude. It's I, you're kind of triggering me.
Oh,
So
my bad. I
you're
don't want
good,
to
but
do that as your therapist.
let me tell you why you're triggering me. Because you should already know that a Japanese card could never be the best card in the hop. You should know that
Ooh,
already.
that's a
It's
great
in
topic.
it's right. So if it doesn't have a first ed stamp, it's basically not even collectible.
True.
And I mean that. And the
Because
prices
then how
reflect.
do you know it's first? Like,
No, sorry, I'm on a rant. You got to let me
oh,
You're my therapist.
yeah, but it's supposed to be a back and forth, right? Or that's what they taught us in school. You carry on, carry on.
Okay, thank you.
I'm being
So
too
here,
much of a typical therapist here. It's all about you, not me.
it, yeah, yeah, yeah. So anywho, what was I saying, dude? Never mind. Whatever.
You're talking about first edition stamps and how that's the only thing that
Okay, yeah,
matters.
yeah, yeah. Dude, yeah, like I'm not just a monkey out here dancing. Like, look at the prices. Look at what people are paying. People
Mm-hmm.
are paying 10, 15, 20 times more for the English reprint. So what are we doing, dude? Like, why are we fighting it? Like, English is king, dude. Japanese is for the peasants.
That's true. Yeah. Japanese is for collectors that don't know anything about true history, which is the English version of history, the United States version of history.
Like, you look, okay. Would you rather have an Elottie 10 or would you rather have a PSA 3 first edition base set Charizard
First ed,
English?
first ed, first ed. Next
It's
question.
the same price.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, my lucky number is 3, so that's kind of why I chose that. But yeah, other topics. How long can Ernie play a Mario game while talking about elotes?
forever, bro. It's literally my favorite
About
thing.
forever. Okay, we're past that topic. Um, do swirls really get girls?
I'm pretty sure we covered that. But no,
Oh
the
yeah,
answer is
yeah,
no.
we did. Okay. What other things? I mean, you maybe wanted to talk a little bit about the collecting game versus the flipping game. Are
What?
they the same thing? Are they different? You don't want to talk
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to talk about that. Yeah, so like I think it's fair to say, and I could be wrong, but I think most of us are playing two games. One of them is the collector boy game, which is whatever you collect that you're trying to get for the low or whatever, collecting, right? And then the other game is being a business, right? And then some
Hmm.
people like one game more than the other, and that's fine. Some people only play one of those games, you know?
Yeah.
So it's nice to beat the game. So how do you beat the game? I like how big do you think your
Can
business has to be for you to feel like you beat the game and you're chilling? Like it's a personal question.
But is one thing that came to mind is, do you have to play both games to get good at both games, or like do you have to pay? You can't play one without the other. Like basically, you're not going to be maximizing if you don't know both games.
I
Is it
don't
good to
know.
know both games? I feel like
I,
it's good to know both games
yeah, I
because
don't
there's a
know.
lot of cards where it's like it's better to not just immediately auction it. And like I guess the true flipping game would just be every single thing you get in is immediately out for market price. But
I guess what okay, like when people are engaging in this hobby for a reason, right? Whether it's entertainment or financial profit or curiosity or whatever, right? So
mhm.
a lot of people are here for the money, bro. Like, like
Uh-huh.
you're just here for the money.
Yeah, no soul. Don't
Yeah,
care. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, exactly. So that's fine, right? But A lot of people are here for the cards. Yawn, LOL, right? Funny. So what is it, how do you beat the game? Like how do you beat the collector game? Like I just got my favorite card in a 10. Like do I stop grading? Like am I done collecting? Like what's the point? Like because do I really need something else? No.
Well, this is why you're in therapy. It's a great
Yeah.
question. Do you need more?
Yes.
It's a question since the beginning of time. Um, Emperors have had to deal with it. You know, housewives have had to deal with it, all the way through. Little Cuban boys making it off the island, getting to Miami, learning about, oh wow, ice cream's really good. Um, Food in my belly every night is amazing. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
there's a Charizard that I really like, and I eventually want that. It's a
Mm-hmm.
whole entire. It's kind of a never-ending game. This thing of life that we're all playing.
Yeah, and then like there's things that you didn't have 5 years ago and you have them now and you don't care anymore. And
Hmm.
5 years ago, you would have been like, what? I can't believe I have a, whatever, whatever it is, a 3D printer. But now
Hmm.
you have it and it's whatever and it's standard. Um, but yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I just was wanted to ask you what it like what that meant for you, I guess, right? Like, or if you were a business, how do you beat the game?
Hmm.
Like, how much money would you need to be making to feel like you're chilling or like you've done enough, right? Because there's also more, but there's also enough. So what's enough? Like, what's enough as a collector? You get me? What's enough? Is it 10 slabs? Is it your favorite slab in a 10? Like, is it a beat up, binder copy? I don't know.
I
I
guess
don't
it's
think people,
whatever gives you meaning, but also people reach what gives them meaning all the time, and they have to keep going. Because if you just stop the rat race, then there's no point to being a rat anymore, right? You're just kind of sitting in your cage, eating whatever's fed to you, and kind of just accepting mediocrity.
well, but why are we looking for meaning from cards too? Like, you know what I mean? Like, ultimately, like these are just things, right? So
Hmm.
how many things do you need? It's like when you go to like your mom's house, right? Not I haven't been. But like let's say hypothetically your mom has like a collection of little trinkets or something. It's like
Hmm.
there's an amount where she's a crazy lady, right? There's an amount where it's totally cool and quirky, but there's an amount where it's like you really have 700 like Gundam figures in your room, dude. Like, are you
Hmm.
good? And the answer is no, I'm not good. Look how many Gundam figures I have. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. You have every single figure plus a duplicate on your shelf. Um, you're not getting any buns in that room unless it's your wife,
Unless it's, yeah, she definitely loves you.
and she's not enjoying it in that room. That's for sure.
Absolutely not. No.
There's a bunch of anime girls riding huge robot machines staring at her uh, during the whole process. It's not. I mean, I don't want to speak for anyone's wife, but
Yeah,
guessing that
no.
wouldn't be the. I wouldn't enjoy that experience if I was a wife. So.
Yo, speaking of giant machines and your wife,
Hmm.
I'm thinking of watching um Neon Evangelion, Retro's
Hmm.
favorite little show.
Yep.
Let me tell
Little
you
bitty
why.
show. Yep. Hmm.
Let me explain to you why. The animations are OD next level,
Hmm.
okay?
They're beautiful. Yeah.
They're insane, right? Number two, Retro already threw me the cosign. He already threw me the oop,
Hmm.
so I might as well. And then it just got me to thinking, what's your favorite like robot anime? And I don't have a favorite
Mm.
because I'm not, Squeaks. But what is your favorite robot anime? Like, do you have one?
So I haven't really watched many robot animes. I do have respect for robot animes. I think they're cool. I guess
Yeah.
my main problem with them is like for some reason all robot animes seem to be in like a post-apocalyptic world, and there's a guy and a girl and there's something with robots and they gotta save the day. Even though the day they're saving is pretty suboptimal because the world's already been destroyed, and their last hope of anything is riding a giant robot around, killing whatever the antagonist is. Um, but Neon and Evangelion is definitely up there on my list now that I've caught up on One Piece, and that binge is pretty much over. Other
Wait, you're
than,
done with One Piece?
yeah, I just have to read it now to catch up. I'm all
Hmm.
caught up on the episodes. I did watch a couple episodes of Neon, and it was sick. I definitely want to watch more of it. Um, I guess the only robot anime I've finished recently was Darling in the Franxx, which the one and only Rock Pokemon recommended. It's
Hmm.
really good. It's really short. A little sus the way they plug into the machines. I don't know if you know this or anyone in chat knows, but basically like the girl is the robot. They kind of like plug into the robot, and like the robot gets features of the girl, but then like the guy plugs in like right behind her,
Oh,
and it's like kind of a, you know,
erotic.
yeah, it's an erotic position, but it's also
Hmm.
they offset that. They push that to the side by being like, these kids don't know what buns is because it's post-apocalyptic, and they know how to
Right.
clone people, and that's how they keep the race going, is basically through cloning, because people can't really have kids anymore because of yada yada. I don't want to ruin anything.
Yeah, no
Um,
spoilers.
but yeah, that was an interesting part. But overall, the anime was really good and beautiful to watch. Darling in the Franxx. It's a quick little anime if anyone feels like watching sussy robot anime.
There you
Action
go.
scenes are great. But yeah, that's my answer to that. The chat, I don't know if you've seen it, but the chat is asking if we're live. I think we should.
We should probably go live soon.
Yeah, I think we should probably go live soon. But I don't want to
You.
get ahead of ourselves.
Oh,
Um,
Dinosaur has a good one. He says 25x annual expenses is enough.
hmm,
Jesus.
Solid number,
I'm almost there.
25.
I'm almost
Yeah.
there, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. What is enough, dude? Because don't you want, you have your favorite card now, but
Yep.
is that even enough? What if you get an opportunity to get another one for cheap?
Right. Exactly.
You're gonna get it,
Right.
right? So
Of
like, what
course.
does that say about you?
That I'm
You
dusted.
know, since we're in therapy and everything, what how do you feel about your little Cuban body pushing for duplicates of what you already have?
Well, they say addicts are always trying to fill a hole. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yep.
so I don't know. Maybe I need two, three, four, five Elates.
Hmm.
Um,
Maybe 25?
maybe like all of them. Ah, but it feels like I shouldn't need anything but my one favorite card. I feel like that should be enough. Because if not, it's like now you're a business, but you don't want to sell the Gengars because it's a Gengar, and it's like, what? How are you a business that doesn't sell Gengar? Gengar's
Mm-hmm.
print. Like I
Yeah.
can't just PC every Gengar. I can't just PC every Chari. But if you have a favorite card, I think that's okay. I think you
Mm-hmm.
put in a lot of work and effort, and to reward yourself one time is not that bad, I don't think. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but
And so now that you have your favorite card, are you all set? Are you leaving the hobby? Is it time to call it a day?
bro, well, a little bit. It's time, bro. Because here's the thing, like a lot of your motivation to search either comes from trying to run a business or get your card. I mean, am I dusted? Chat, like the chat will tell us.
I mean, for another great man I know in the hobby, Z and G Emporium's ultra specific cards,
Yeah.
he sells everyone else's stuff. So is he in? Is he considered in or out? I would say he's considered out with maybe like a pinky toe in, and that pinky toe being his employees.
Um,
But
I don't want to lose a sponsor, so I'm just gonna pass
I
on that.
said he was a great man.
Oh, okay.
He's paying us. I mean, he's
Oh, yeah.
sponsoring us to say this, obviously.
Hmm.
Full full disclosure, we are sponsored by great men.
Actually, we're not though.
Um,
I didn't get nothing. Did you get something? Did you get Venmoed or something?
yeah, moving on.
I better get my cut, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's totally paying us, bro. I mean,
Anyway,
from here, do we want to catch up with Chad? I mean, Swami just says to watch Evangelion instead, completely disregarding my opinion,
mm-hmm.
my suggestion, but that's okay.
Yep.
We'll just watch Evangelion instead. It's a pretty good show, I heard. So,
Yeah.
um, Black Rose Collectibles, good to see you, Palkia.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Yeah, let's go through chat.
Um, Thrifty asked how many elotes is enough. We kind of covered that. We need 25.
I think I need at least 3.
You need 3, like Kaiba.
I think I need the Kaiba fool. I'm not gonna hook
If
you
you
up.
if you find someone with a 4th, you just rip it in half in front of him and his grandpa's face.
Mm, if his grandpa was there, yes.
Okay.
But I wouldn't go out of my way to find his grandpa. Okay, it's not that deep.
Mm-hmm.
But like if it happened to work out, yes.
Yep. Cheval says Cuban buns print way more than Gengi. Literally sitting on a gold mine. Sell it. Thoughts
Mm,
on that?
Cuban buns.
Mm-hmm. Better than
Uh,
Gengi.
okay, I'm gonna pass. No comment. Look, bro, Chevy, stop trying to cancel me. Look, here's the thing, dude. I could sell it too, Big Dark and money. That's what we're here for, right?
I think
When I
that's what
went
you
to
should do because
when I
I
went
don't have
to
one, so you should sell it.
when I went to Retro's School of Flippers,
Mm-hmm.
I remember there was this shock method where they strapped me up to a electric device,
Mm-hmm.
and they would show me pictures. When they show me the elote and I got excited, they would shock me, dude, to
Mm-hmm.
try to mute my collector boyism,
Right.
right? But I can't stop. I can't stop loving Jake Smith.
Mm.
My fort. I love shiny cardboard. My fort. Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, everyone. All the people that don't love shiny cardboard and can't understand. Um, yeah, I mean, I remember that too. I mean, it's really repressed memories of me sitting in a chair that monitors heart rate and just get violently shocked anytime I see Narita Hypno and I got excited. Um, the worst of times, but they were also the best of times. Taught me a lot of lessons not to get excited over things I wanted a PC.
Yeah, it's another thing. There's so many grails that I sold, dude. I sold the Unlimi like Sam today. That I mean, I love money, but
Mm-hmm.
that one hurt. I've been looking for that for 42 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Since before the womb,
Bro,
you were looking for that card.
you ever seen the movie National Treasure with Nicolas Cage?
Of course. It's
Okay,
my
that
favorite
that
movie.
that movie's about me looking for Unlimis.
Mm. Okay.
That's
Gotta
literally me in that movie.
gotta break into the Smithsonian and steal the elote on display, the first one printed.
But anyway, nobody wants to hear about PC talk. What I wanted to tell you, Jake Smith, because you asked
Mm-hmm.
me the question. So
Yep.
I'm answering your question is I as a business, I'm not I'm doing fine, I guess. I'm doing okay. I'm doing normal,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it's just it doesn't feel as rewarding. Like I don't know. It feels like before the time I would spend looking and sourcing cards was was like way more printy than now. Like I feel like now I look for hours and hours and hours to make like $40. And it's like it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of and I remember the pillars like their prophecy is coming true because the prophecy was that as the margins get smaller, the broke boys are get pushed out. And I never understood. I'm like, why would I get
Mm-hmm.
pushed out, pillars? Like I never got it. But now I got it. It's because it takes 42 hours to make $40. It's like I'll just go sell waters on H Street, my dude. I'll
Mm-hmm.
literally just start cutting lawns and make more money. Like once the margins are gone, it's not worth your time. it's not that you hate the hobby and you don't like, but it's like it's what happens when you can't make it work? You know what I mean? Like you're kind of forced to leave, like as a
Yeah.
responsible adult. So luckily for me, I have like a couple of hustles, so I'll always kind of have something going on. But if somebody just like had only Pokemon and flipping and it was going bad, then it's like at some point you do have to walk away because you can't just triple down on something that's losing you time and money.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. As a collector, beautiful, got my grail. But as a
Mm-hmm.
business, it's kind of like it's not it's not awesome. And then it's like you have to know when to pivot too. Like, I mean, Pokemon does provide an opportunity, but for how long, it's unclear.
Mm-hmm. True. Um, Black Rose says, watch Berserk. It's going to the moon. Have you watched any Berserk?
Pass.
Yeah, okay.
Can you
Well,
block that? Can you block?
yeah, we'll block it. We're
Okay.
hiding the comment. Yep.
Yeah. Good luck.
Great show. Great show. Um, Zard Lurking says Nesto needs to keep his brain engaged during the chat. Playing Mario helps. Is that true?
Um, it's actually not helping, but
Hmm.
I want to finish. I want to finish it, you know,
I
because
want to. I want to finish Nesto 2024.
yes.
Um, Cass, what's up? What's up? Thanks for coming through. Says pumping out the pods. Love to see it. Yeah, dude, we're just going potty out here. We're putting the pods out. Potty here and there. Kai says thoughts on up and down. What are your thoughts on up and what are your thoughts on down?
My two least favorite directions.
Mm-hmm.
I totally prefer when things go left,
Mm-hmm.
personally, but uh, clearly up better than down. I mean, I mean, that goes without saying. We can do a poll, but I think universally up. We prefer up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Sometimes you do down, like when the music's too loud, you're like, hold it down, put it down.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I'm going up. Yeah, I'm thinking up for
Okay.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
down's kind of relaxing, right? Like
Yeah,
you're
down's
turning the music
relaxing.
down, the
Turn it
market's
down.
going down. It's like, okay,
Hmm.
well,
I'm
I can,
down. Hey, you wanna
yeah,
go throw rocks at cop cars? I'm down.
yeah, I'm down for that. Um, yeah, up is stressful when things are going crazy and you're making tons of money. You're like, oh, I got to do stuff. I got to take advantage of this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
hate when
super.
things go up.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Um,
Yeah, having to do stuff for profit is it's not me.
yeah, yeah. I'd rather things slide down and just, break even on most of my plays. That's really
Yeah,
the most relaxing.
I I don't know why something's wrong with me, but I like when things crash down also.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm
Now we're
saying?
talking.
Yeah, because it's more funny. It's like, oh, everybody's dead now. It's lit. Like,
Yeah, yeah. We're getting nuked. Woo, yeah. Ooh,
Yes.
everyone's in pain. It's not just me. Yes.
Okay,
Um,
we went a little too much.
um, Reforge 99, what's good? Asks, what's the best month/quarters for sales? Not now, Big Dirk.
Yeah, we're not now.
Not
Thank
now.
you very much for your
Um,
question. Oh, brother. It's pretty bad, bro. The summer's bad, but also isn't there like a global meltdown in the markets? I mean, I'm not gonna pretend I read the news, but can
yeah, yeah.
somebody in chat maybe?
Yeah, basically everyone who bought stocks in crypto over the past couple months is they're dead. They got headshot over the last few days. That's really all you need to know. Um, great buying opportunities though. Just like when the cards go down, when stocks go down, it's a good time to buy.
Hmm.
If you're into that sort of thing, buying digital assets
Are you buying crypto?
here and there. I mean, I'm not crazy, but yeah, I've been known to put my entire net worth into Dogecoin. Um,
Okay. I'm getting bodied by this penguin, dude.
um, Kai says, asks again, is 100K a year immoral?
Yes.
Agreed. Yeah. Anyone who makes 100K a year in cards should just come to my therapy. Yeah. come to my office, step on in, because you're hurting people, a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then Kai asked, "Could you sleep?" But we just covered that. No, you shouldn't be able to sleep if you're making 100K.
I want to give a round of applause to Retrospecs for his comment. Put it on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it. There you go. As a business, PC the elote and sell everything else. It was gonna go wrong. Thank you.
Great
Thank you
job.
very much.
Thank you
I
for
love
showing up.
I love when the homies lie to me. It shows that he's the real homie,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Like, you know,
Yeah. Like when I'm like, "Oh my God, it's the coolest card ever, bro. That's so sick. I'm so happy that you graded one, and
okay, wait a
it's
minute.
amazing, bro."
How come you told me you never want to see that card ever again? You wanna break that one down?
I think it's like if you see something like,
Mm-hmm.
let's say like your homie just like has a new puppy,
Yeah,
and that's all they ever talk about, and that's all you ever get pictures of, and it's 2 years from the beginning of you just starting to see the puppy,
yeah,
and they get another puppy that looks exactly the same, and they call it, the same exact name number two, because they just like the name of the first puppy so much, and they just love the way the first puppy looks. They got a second puppy and named it the same thing. That's what the elote Zard for me is right now. So um, if I see that card ever again, I'm gonna have a meltdown, and this therapy session is over. Um, but yeah,
yeah. Sorry about that.
that's what that means. Yeah. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, Kai says Cumcoin dropped 4%. We're done for. I was really big on Cumcoin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Cheval says you should be a in Espanol live streamer, pack ripper.
Hola, buenas tardes y bienvenidos a Ernesti's Pack Streams. It's lit. Está encendido. It's lit. Um,
Hell yeah.
I
He said you
guess.
could make $40 every 10 minutes if you do that.
Yeah,
What
but he
that
also
converts
what?
to pesos, I don't know, but
This is the same guy that told me I could sell my buns in Cuba. I think I'm all set. Can we block?
oh yeah, I'm blocking now.
Thank you.
Um, Reforge99 says I like buying high and waiting for prices to go up before I buy in. Absolutely. That's how you should run everything, even stocks, because it feels good buying high because you're like,
Yeah,
oh, it's going to go higher,
I always buy high.
and then whenever it goes down, you're like, oh, of course it did. I knew that was coming. You can kind of self affirm yourself that you were making the best play anyways with the information you had. Um, Jackson,
But
what's
yeah,
good?
let's go. We have an angel
Says,
here. Let's put that on the screen.
Ernie, what do you still have for sale?
He said he's feeling like an angel. That's exactly what we're looking for here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I did it.
Let's promote him to mod.
Yeah, that'd be great. Um, no, but it's I don't know, man. I don't want to like jump off a building here and get too deep, like always. But it's like a man becomes a great man
Mm-hmm.
when he accomplishes his own goals. Because I
Mm-hmm.
accomplished a lot of other people's goals, like finishing high school. Here you go, mom.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care. I felt nothing when they called my name and they said, "Oh, the valedictorian for." I didn't feel nothing.
Mm-hmm. Is that because you were being handed a diploma and not an Elati?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. When I got in the hub, I never even seen an Ilari with my little eyes. So that was something that I found and then I wanted, which is different than when somebody tells you something, or like when your brother shows you the Blastoise. It's like, cool, bro, that's your card. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what that card is for you guys, chat, but like when you have a card that you never thought you could get and you finally get it, in my eyes, you become a great man because you chose it, you set your goal, and you cooked.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't do the Jake Smith, which is pay 750 market, like a dummy.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Big dummy. Bing, 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 bing. that's why I'm a therapist now. It's for myself, but mainly for others. But I really should be doing therapy for myself. So, um,
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to take shots. It's just I'm a little triggered. So
no, it's okay. I felt nothing because it's going to be a good
okay.
flip. But yeah, unlike
Wait,
in
what?
Pilates. But huh?
Oh, okay. No, sorry. I thought you said something hurtful.
Um, yeah, Kai says a new Akuma video dropped. Peace. Bye, Kai. Love you.
Oh, later, dude.
Um, Drew asked, do I use Reels to do claim sales on IG or just posts and stories? I should probably do everything, but just posts and stories right now. Retro says, Berserk was good, but kind of sussy and super depressing. Um, well, that's what makes a great anime
Yeah, I
is
mean that's what you're
an
looking
even
for.
balance of sussiness and depression because that makes the high moments even better, you know?
I
Um,
listen, I know we're gonna lose like 40, 50% of the chats, guys. Sorry in advance. But the Yu-Gi-Oh anime could be the worst anime I've ever seen in my life. Listen to me. I was rewatching it.
whoa.
Stop it. This shit is not good, bro. It's not good. It's not even watchable.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, you could watch maybe like the Pegasus episode a little bit, but other than that, it's not it.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Would you rank it up there with Pokemon, or is Pokemon even better?
I can't watch Pokemon. It's like too
How dare
like
you?
I can't. I just can't. I don't know.
Unbelievable. You're
Can't
canceled.
watch. Well, I'm down to
That's
watch
the
it
end.
with. We can
That's
watch it
the
with
end of the
chat, but
podcast, dude.
okay,
You
there you go.
can't carry on if you don't like Pokemon.
What's your favorite Pokemon episode? Like you even have one, dude.
Oh, the one with the Butterfrees, of course, where he lets his Butterfree go and he goes and bangs the shiny Butterfree off in the distance. That was fire. Um,
Oh, it's
you haven't
lit.
watched that one because you're not a fan,
No, I've
but
never seen
everyone
that
in
one.
chat knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, great.
Um, Della TCG says, been rewatching Yu-Gi-Oh with my daughter and I've been loving it. See, it's
Okay,
not that
sorry about
bad.
that.
It's not
My
that
bad.
bad, dude.
No, you're right. Here's the thing. I have a problem. I'm not putting that evil on you guys. Enjoy it. But what I came to find watching it was that there's a lot of things that don't really add anything that like are kind of in the show, you know? And there's a lot of like re-explaining of things, you know? Like the dude will pull out his blue eyes and it'll be like, is that the blue eyes, the card of destruction? That never it's like, bro, we know the blue eyes. It's like, what the fuck? We're on episode 22. Like we know that's Kaiba. We know that's the blue eyes. You
Mm.
know what I mean? Like or Teb, what the girl, she's always like, Yugi's doing this for his grandpa. It's like we know, like I'm locked in. I am locked in. So what I'm proposing is that somebody does something that I believe I forgot the name, but I think it's called like a super cut. That's where they take all the footage and
Hmm.
they splice it differently, they edit it differently with different actors. That show will be hard.
Hmm.
That show will be super hard. But who's gonna do that? It's a dead game. Nobody cares.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think it's that dead. I mean,
It's dead, dude. It's dead.
I'm still getting sales.
You're still selling Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, I sold a $500 card here recently. Yu-Gi-Oh! PSA 9. We did it.
Clap it up.
We did it,
Clap it
chat.
up.
Um, yeah, I think
That's unreal.
Berserk
My
is
take.
probably one of the best stories ever made. To be honest, you got to look into it.
All right, I'll
Really
check it out.
depressing, but it's depressing in that good way, that good
Great.
kind of way. You know,
Okay.
uh, a lot
I'm
of
here for it.
Neon Genesis love in the chat. I gotta go through and binge that.
I mean, dude, I saw the first episode and basically it's about this kid who like he's not ready to be that guy and then he gets thrust into being that guy. And he
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
has to and isn't that life? Am I
Hmm.
right? Like
Yeah,
that's
you're
life.
never ready for anything life
You're not
throws at
ready.
you.
No. One day you're playing Halo, calling your friends gay, and the next thing you know, you got a baby and you're working at the steel mill, dude. Life.
Hmm.
Welcome.
True.
It's dark. Next thing you know, CGC likes decides to do Omega bags and then you lose your house.
Yep.
Welcome. It's lit.
You see that first Ed Chari on that Omega bag, dude. Next thing you know, you're buying cases and Then the house gets put up. The wife is upset that you keep ripping 4.5 Hariyamas, and not good, dude. You don't even see it coming. You don't see it coming.
I'm so tired of dudes lying to me that their Yu-Gi-Oh is selling. Put this retro comment on screen real quick. Guys, chat, he's capping. You see, there isn't a flipper alive that could sell a Guilford the Knight. It's actually
Hmm.
impossible.
Yeah,
So, retro, maybe you need a little therapy for capping. Thank you very much for watching and
yeah.
hit that like button.
You want to hop onto therapy hour, dude? We got you. You can hop into Ernie's session. I'm kind of new to therapy, so my rate's really low. Um,
Didn't we have something to shill? Like, don't we hop in this thing so we could shill stuff and like pump our sales? Isn't that the whole point of the podcast?
hmm.
Oh,
I
Thrifty's
don't.
going live tonight. Everybody got to tune into that. Our friend Thrifty TCG
Oh, is
is
she
doing.
the? She's joining the whatnot scum crew.
Dude, she has joined the Whatnot Scum. Um,
Hmm.
but we support the homies, bro.
Yeah,
At least she's not grading Japanese, cutting into my side of the street.
true. That's very true. We're happy about that.
Rip.
Um,
Oh my God, super rip.
yeah, yeah, you're done for.
That was unfortunate.
That was embarrassing. Hopefully, no one in chat saw that.
No, I didn't see it.
Um, Black Rose sold a PSA 9 Yu-Gi-Oh Game Boy promo at auction for $35. That's got to be 3x market. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I basically just gave up on Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Maybe to my detriment, but I could not move it. It would not sell.
Yeah,
The
because you're
only
you're impatient. You need things to sell in one day.
Oh, okay. I love when people tell me that.
Hmm. We're at therapy, dude. I'm on your side. Remember?
If it doesn't sell in 48 hours, it was a mistake grading it.
Yeah. Hot take. Hot take.
So what else do we got? We got any topics?
Um, I mean, you wanted to go through the spicy lingo.
We could do that another time. What else is
True.
the chat talking about? Because I feel like that could be its own video.
That's true. Um, Cassats, people are still grading Japanese in this economy.
No, that's the
Um,
thing. That's why I'm out of business. Thank you very much. Great comment.
great reminder comment.
So my question to you is, Jake Smith, if you don't mind. Um,
No, go ahead. I
I
don't
mean,
mind at
I,
all.
I love talking about myself. Don't get me wrong, and we will go back to that. But
Yeah, yeah.
my question to you is, what card, okay,
Hmm.
would you have to grade to feel like you're a great man? What's the card?
Probably first ed Chari. I think that's the only way to get recognition in the hobby right now. Is if you like CGC Pristine, a first ed Chari. I think that's about it, really. That is about it.
Really? Are you cap? I mean, I know you're being funny, but like, I'm actually asking, like, what's the card, dude? What's your grail? Like, the people want to know. What's Jake Smith's grail?
My grails are cards that I can't find and I can't grade. So I'm the Joker, I guess.
That's a great setup, by the way. Beautiful, lovely couches you got there.
Yeah, it's my new office. I just got it started with this thing, but I spent 25 bands on office supplies, so starting
Hmm.
in the hole. But that's how any new business starts.
Yep.
Um, yeah, yeah. Welcome to my office. Look at that plant, freshly watered. Little recliner here. I mean, your office looks pretty good too. It's actually the other side of my office. That's what would make sense, right?
Here, hold on. Let me
Retro says My Little Nuts is Tokyo Dome Gate Guardian PSA 10.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot about
See,
that
I
one.
I used to agree with him, and then I saw a PSA 10 listed for like 350, and I started to not like it anymore. What does
Three
that say
hundred
about
and
me?
fifty dollars?
Uh-huh.
The 10, there's no fucking way. That card in a 10 was 350?
It was probably a snap, but
Are you dusty? You should have snapped.
But Gate Guardian doesn't sell, so unless it's like
Mm,
first edition MRD.
mm, mm,
But yeah, dark
yeah,
times, dude. I already bought something for PC. I can't buy everything for PC, you know. I mean, how many Gate Guardians can you have in your PC before becoming a Gate Guardian yourself?
yeah. No
Um,
facts.
how many plants is too many plants for your office?
5.
5?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
It's a one plant per corner. Um, that's where I'm at.
I have 3. Not too bad. Not too bad. How many do you have?
Rip.
You also you have like 4. You got 4 in there, dude. You're almost
Hip.
there. Um, let's see. Is it a problem if you need a certain Pokemon card to feel like a man or a great man? That's a really good question.
I
You
know.
want to
That's why
pump?
it's Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's why we're here. That's why it's therapy hour. This is
Yeah, yeah.
why I'm here. I'm the hobbies guinea pig for these thoughts, for these topics, dude.
Hmm.
Okay. Do you want me to be honest, chat? Huh? You want the truth? I feel like a great man because I completed a goal for set like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, dude. When I was getting flexed on by rich dudes in the Pokenomics Discord, thinking I'd never ever own a Chari. No, no,
Hmm.
no, no, no. I'm not done. Okay, now here's the thing. It's also not anything. It doesn't make obviously doesn't in real life make you a great man. Obviously, it's a joke. The whole thing is a big joke,
Hmm.
right? But you know, like it's like if you choose to be a skateboarder and you complete like getting all the tricks you want to get, but then it's like you don't like skateboarding, so you don't care. But to me, it's great. But to you, it's like it's all perspective, you know? Like there's dudes
Hmm.
that just bought. I remember this dude in the Discord, like when we first found out about elotes, he just bought one. He's like, yeah, that's a great card, and he just bought one. So to
Hmm.
him, it probably didn't feel like nothing because there was no chase to it. So I guess what I'm trying to get across is that the chase and the time invested is what gives you that like that payoff, you know. And that's why I
Right.
was asking you, like, what would it take for you to feel like, fuck, I did it, you know, like that feeling of I did it, in the hobby.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of those moments where I felt like, oh, I did it, but then, my own ego and low self-esteem comes in and like, oh, maybe I don't think I did do it. I thought I did it, but I don't think I actually did it. You know what I mean?
When's the last time you felt you did it?
Um, probably winning my little league championship through the winning pitch when I was 12. I
Mm.
think that's the last time I felt that.
God damn.
Um,
Okay, so just 15 years ago. Holy shit, that's dark. That's dark.
I'm still waiting for something in Pokemon to give me that feeling. I thought it would give me the feeling, but you know how it goes. Um,
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't have that feeling, then are you even a collector?
right? Yeah. I get anxiety if I have too many cards. Just ran a 50 card auction block and that felt like I actually did it, you know, getting
Mm.
all those out of there. Um, but yeah, I'm still trying to find it. Maybe when I grade an Elottie, if I'm even able to. I'm not a great man, so it's probably not possible, but
Yeah, you won't be able to.
maybe
No,
when I
you
feel
could.
that feeling,
No, you're a
I'll
great
feel
man,
it.
dude. You're a great man. Also, it's luck. It's just luck and being a great,
Hmm.
great, great man. That's all. It's just
Yeah,
two
yeah.
things. Yeah,
A
that's all.
really small side of luck on top of being a great, emphasize great man.
Nah, but you know what though? I
Um,
will say this to all you little animals out there. Um, if you look for something, you tend to find it, you know? Like you'll find it. You'll find a way if you're engaged to get it, maybe in a lower grade
mhm,
or like I remember I kept in my mind so many data points for Elates. Like I remember there was one that auctioned off that had a scratch like right through it. You remember that? Like it
no.
had a massive, okay, yeah, you see? So that's why I'm a great man, because I remember
Mhm,
random auctions from 3 years ago. You know what I mean? Like I've been
mhm,
looking for it. I've been tapped in. Like I even thought about buying it. It was one that had a gash on it, like a fat Wolverine scratch.
right.
Um, And I think at the time it went for like 570 or something. And I low key was like, I think that's a good price. Like that's cheap. But
Mm-hmm.
it also had like such a terrible eye appeal that I thought I'd rather just take that 575 towards something mint, you know?
Yeah, English
And
modern.
right. All right, well, we can wrap it up.
Let's just wrap this sucker up. Um,
Oh no, not the
oh,
water, please.
here's a great comment. Does it make you feel worthless that you're less accomplished than some 13-year-olds in the hobby? Thoughts
Ooh.
on that?
Um, I try honestly, bro, like I go to the skate park and I get slapped up by 13-year-olds all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And in chess, it was the same. Like there's always some prodigy that's like insanely good and he's like 10. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. It's whatever. Like a lot of times, like what it takes to be a prodigy, people don't really see. And it doesn't always come easy. And it's a lot of work and stuff. Like the kid that was going crazy today at the skate park, I was talking to his dad, and he said he was on a skateboard and he was 2 years old. Like he's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he just got on his first skateboard at 2 years old. The kid is like 9 years old and he's already hitting the big rail like down the stairs. Like he's cooked. He's super cooked.
But also it's like when you do see someone like that, you can't like let it get to your head either. Because what were you on when you were two, Ernie?
Probably like eating dirt,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
um, making monkey sounds and like stuff like that.
Yeah. 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 Just typical Cuban child in the 90s
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of tree climbing,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of malnourishment, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Uh, But yeah, we can move on.
You don't want to. You don't want to dwell
Do I
on
want to
your past.
dwell on my childhood? No, I
No,
really fucking don't.
not at all.
Let's move on, please.
Um, yeah, and it's like it's interesting too because there's obviously different levels to the hobby, and it all kind of depends on what your bankroll is. And I think a lot of the people buying super high end stuff in the hobby, there are people that are rich from the hobby that are able to buy that kind of stuff. But I feel like a lot of people just have, 5 bands to spend on a Mario Pikachu and they're like, oh, I got my grail, I accomplished something. When in reality, like they just bought it for market. Um,
Hmm.
so
Well,
there's like a whole spectrum on like what buying your grails can make you feel like too. Because
I,
like for you, it's like grading it, being in at like a great price and being a great man. But there's a lot of people with high bankroll that already believe they're great men and that buying their grail in a 10 is just the way to go, that they accomplish something.
well, dude, if I okay, but I think for a person that's a flipper, it's a little different because our standards are different than like just a regular consumer, you know? And then
Mhm.
also like for me, sometimes I be selling week tens, but I don't want a PC week tens, you know?
Mhm.
And so like it's nice to have your grail that you graded yourself that is a real 10 with a swirl. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Mhm.
it checks a lot of the boxes versus like, oh, I just bought this clean copy at a con and it's cool, but I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm dusted, but I think most people would like to or prefer to keep cards they graded themselves. It's like you saw it raw, it's the whole process. You submitted it, you card savored it, and now it's a 10, and now it's like it's whole. I don't know. It's like
So
a
is a lot of the hobby about the storyline? Because I feel like that also goes with people who pull their own cards. Like a lot of people don't want to buy a single; they want to experience pulling it,
mm-hmm.
and that also kind of helps sellers and flippers because there's just a bunch of people that will never sell their cards because they pulled it.
Right. Well, I mean, I obviously sold most of the cards that I graded. Um,
Mhm.
but if it was between getting a random elote from some random dude at market or grading one myself, like I don't think it's. I mean, obviously, I'd prefer grading it myself, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But it's like that for every card. Like the Hypno from Town on No Map that I graded. Um, just a beautiful card. I don't know. It's like super stupid mint. It like the eye appeal of it is really packed fresh. Like there's no dust. You could tell it was like packed sleeve. And so you appreciate little things like that when you're more of a card person. Like if some dude is like a rich lawyer, he might just be like more, I guess, OCD about it. It's like I got the 10, it goes in my little beautiful Blastoise little case, and I'm one step closer to world domination, you know. But for
Yeah.
me, it's like I like these cards. I spend a lot of time looking at them. I you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like it's also really nice because when I sent off the card to PSA, I knew it was gonna 10. And I
Hmm.
remember telling you, I'm like, bro, if this doesn't 10, I'm gonna crack it. Because like I know that it's a 10,
Yeah.
right? So it's nice when you like I remember Colson was like that back in the day. Like he would be like remember when Colson sent off a bunch of his stuff at the 50?
Hmm.
And he was just like, bro, I'm looking at these cards and they're tens.
Yeah.
You know, so like sometimes you just know. Like sometimes you know it's a week 10 or whatever, but sometimes you do know it's a fucking 10.
Hmm.
So I don't know. It's I don't know.
I mean, that kind of goes into like all the cracking I've been doing too, because it's like if I get a card back in a 9 or an 8 that I know is a 10, it's like the most obvious play next is like I'm obviously going to crack it. I'm not going to lose money on a card that I know is a 10. I'm definitely
Mm-hmm.
losing time and a little bit more money than previously anticipated, but I know it's a 10, so I got to send it again. You know, if it's a 10,
Mm-hmm.
send it again. New catchphrase.
Yeah, if it's a 10, send
Um,
it again. Yeah.
but yeah, it's interesting how much like storylines like affect the hobby. It's all a storyline because they're
It's
like
all a story, dude.
the cards don't really do anything for anyone. Like they don't accomplish anything other than, oh, I worked really hard at my job and I finally was able to afford the Mario Pikachu poncho PSA 10, or oh, I didn't have any money 2 years ago and I was grinding cards and I put so much into it and I finally graded my elote. Um, it's all like storylines, and even if it's like a storyline unrelated to you, it's like the elote. It was a promotional release where you had to buy multiple products and send in for a lottery, and then you got this. Like, there's always like something like that driving behind it, um, which I guess is like kind of why I'm bullish long term. Is like the storylines in Pokemon and like how the cards actually look. It's just so good and mixes well. Um, Even though that sounds crazy right now when the world is ending and the markets are dumping and everyone hates cards. But yeah, yeah.
No, I think you're making some good points. Well, I think yeah, I think a lot of it is the narrative, right? Like what like the Masaki promos were an exclusive release that the da 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 da, and then they were mailed in the mail. Like it's all the story, right? Like
Uh-huh.
that they told you or whatever. So um but you know, like I said, that's why I said at the beginning, I prefaced by saying like it's a goal that I set for myself. And I think those are the ones that feel the best, you know? Like
Hmm.
you know, it's not the same as doing something for someone else or like I remember I had tens, like I remember I 10 certain cards that other people thought were grails. Okay. I got bodied by the camera. Other people thought were grails, but they didn't hit to me, you know? Or like they just weren't what I was looking for, or they weren't like what I was building to, I guess. You know what I mean? So
Right. Mick Nick says, caught a line drive that came right back at me while pitching in Little League, and he's still chasing that feeling. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Maybe grading an Elottie will help. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'll let you know.
yeah, stop drawing.
Um, Retro
I
says
did
English Modern do be selling. He's not wrong. What were you gonna say?
I feel like I had another thought about something that you brought up, but I don't know. I kind of forgot by playing this game.
Hmm. Yeah, it
So,
happens when you're multitasking. It's kind of hard to keep a train of thought going.
well, I'm about to finish, I think.
Oh, pause.
Yeah.
Um, your average player only ladder children these days. Only is only ladder children these days are climbing is the financial one. Are children more soulless these days? You teach children. Are
Um,
they straight killers these days? Is there less innocence? I feel like there's less innocence these days. Maybe because the internet and kids
Yeah, it
see
was.
people printing and flipping all these cards and getting more cards, and I feel like they're maybe catching on that flipping is also the best way to collect.
Yeah, kids are really, really smart, man. Like you'd be surprised what a 12-year-old, 11-year-old already knows and is aware of, you know? Like I definitely brought up flipping to some of my students and they would be like, "Oh yeah, like on eBay and Amazon, like buy low, sell high." Like these kids are super fucking smart, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And also like they everyone's different, you know. There's kids that are also a little bit slower, but they might be more emotionally intelligent, but maybe they're not as like, you know what I mean? Like it not everyone's the same, but
Mm-hmm.
in general, I wouldn't say kids are dumber or anything. I don't feel that way. If anything, I would say they're really, really smart, and I learn a lot from them, honestly. Like not even
Mm-hmm.
being funny. Like, dude, they know a lot of stuff, you know? Like I like my students put me onto origami and they like or put me onto different games that I haven't played and they know everything. And you're like, bro, how do you know everything about like Minecraft? Like
Mm-hmm.
they're deep, they go deep. So
It's crazy too, because like back in the days when you were in Cuba and I was living a privileged life in Texas, you kind of
mhm.
had to like find wait, you had to dig to learn about stuff. And now it's like just ask Siri and you can immediately learn an amount about chess that took you 5 years when you were a kid in Cuba to learn. And it's just
Yeah.
like insta downloaded in your brain because there's a chess master with 100K subs that you found online that is teaching you better than potentially anyone in Cuba in your village could teach you.
Whoa.
So,
I lived in a city, dude.
yeah, but I would say,
Yeah.
city in
Well,
Cuba is probably,
compared to Texas, definitely village.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. And we didn't really even have, like, we didn't call it villages, but I know, like, that's what you called them, right?
no.
Yeah, moving on. Kai says he had 1.2K in cancellations this morning. The market is ripping. Congrats, Kai. You're doing great. Really
What a
selling
flex.
stuff that people want. Um, Thrifty's
What a
getting ready for her stream tonight. Kai also says, "Can you get cards in the mall gaming on the pod? Um, Maybe someday."
we've had them on.
Yeah, but you know how it is. Kai wants them on every time. Kai's like a child. He wants what he wants, and he'll tell you,
That's
"Daddy,
good.
I want Milky. Um, Daddy, I just woke up. Give me cereal, Fruit
Hmm.
Loops." Um,
He has a good comment. Kids don't send to Beckett. That's good. That's true.
that's
Jake Smith, I got a
kids
question
are
for you.
smart.
Now that I have my full attention back,
Hmm.
how do you feel about grading like the strategy guides, the magazines? See, you might be a little too young for this, but back in my
Hmm.
day, you didn't have like the answers to a game. So you literally had to sit there. Like, bro, I remember me and my buddy Duque, we were playing this game and we were stuck on this part of the game for literally 3 months, bro. Like
Yeah.
we didn't know, and it wasn't like a platformer. It was kind of like this game where you had to like get something from one place to be able to unlock the next area. So we just couldn't get out of this area. We just had
Hmm.
no way out. And to this day, we still talk about how like the moment we realized what we had to do. I remember my boy Duke hit me up and he's like, bro, the thing that we need is on the roof and we have to use this thing to get to the roof and da, 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 da. And I ran to his house to try it because we were so thirsty. Like we're like
Hmm.
literally dying 3 months dry.
Yeah.
And so like that feeling of success only comes from the pain of not succeeding, right? Because like
Yeah.
if I play you a basketball, I just ball you up like it's
Yeah. Yeah.
nothing.
Done for. Yeah.
Who cares? But if you 10-0 me, it's like, oh my God, now I have a challenge. Like now I have a mountain to climb. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
no pun intended, or whatever. But
It'll be interesting to see how everything plans out with kids and how easy they're able to absorb and find info these days. Because like you struggling to find that info gave you gratification naturally for
mm-hmm.
accomplishing that and learning the info. And now you don't get really any gratification from learning anymore. Like, I'm sure a lot of
Bueno.
people do, but, like, I feel like on average, like, if I wanna learn something, I just type it into YouTube and I learn it.
Mhm.
And it's like, "Okay, that's checked off." Like, there's no, like I guess, obviously learning something and then applying it, and then whenever you're actually able to apply it after a lot of times, you get that gratification. Um, but I just feel like there's less gratitude or appreciation for actually being able to learn things. But I also don't know how that's gonna affect anything. Because I
Well,
mean,
it's well, I get what you're saying, but like there's so before, if you ask somebody a question, they would have to think, right?
mhm,
Or they would have to give, people give you like their best guess. But
yeah,
now you can, it's like when you ask somebody a question in 2024, they get mad at you.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, "Why are you asking me, bro? I'm
Yeah,
retarded. I don't know anything.
like,
Ask
now
the robot."
you're, like, signing them up for a chore to,
Yeah,
like,
it's like, "Why
go
are
and
you
do the
making
same
me?"
thing you could do.
Yeah, like I remember when questioning things was like fun. Like there's this guy Malcolm Gladwell. He's like a writer. I don't know if you've heard
Mhm.
about him. He's done a bunch
Yeah,
of
yeah,
books or
yeah.
whatever. He said he used to just sit around with his dad and question shit, you know?
Mhm,
Like, "Yo, what about this and why?" And they would just shit like the same thing we're doing right here, wasting time and being dusted. They would just do that with questions,
mhm,
you know? But I still enjoy learning, man. Like I was watching some stuff about like World War II and like all the different like little things and battles that led up to the bigger issue. And like I was really interested, and I was, for some reason I've been on a history kick lately. I was like watching a bunch of like American history and things that happened to different presidents and their election now with the election heating up, like, because the other presidents got shot also. And a
mhm.
lot of them became president too because they showed that they were strong, and it's so crazy how like the public perception works. And it has worked for years. Like humans haven't changed that much since 1950, like um and certainly not politically. So, well, with obviously huge exceptions, um but yeah, I don't know, it's just interesting, man. It's interesting, like or even like boxing. Like I'm kind of interested in boxing, not even because I want to be a tough guy. It's just kind of cool to me that like throwing your hands is a really good weapon. You know what I mean? It's like a really good
Yeah,
way of defending yourself with your hands. Like that's kind of dope. Like if it was between boxing and like rock climbing, like it would be like different, right? But it's like what's more useful? I don't know. I'm not gonna
mhm,
climb anything, but I might have to fight somebody. So I don't know. Like I love the learning process, bro, and you know this, and we talk about this shit all the time. And I think if you guys like find something that you're really passionate about, that's a blessing because that means you could jump in there into that learning process,
yeah,
because like I've been teaching for a while, and the one thing you cannot teach is passion.
mhm,
Like I've had students, bro, that they're like they have the talent because they're smart kids, but they don't have the passion. And so unless they click with me and I become some sort of role model that they want to be like, it's hard to give somebody passion for something. You feel me?
yeah,
Like my girl respects my Pokemon business or whatever, my hustle or my collection, but she doesn't like Pokemon like us. She likes other stuff, and she's passionate about other stuff. So I guess it's sad when you don't have passion, and it's also sad when you have passion and you're not using it to like to learn to get better.
yeah,
And that's really it. Because teaching is easy, bro. You can find most of the info online.
right.
It's just, are you willing to do the work? You know?
Yeah, because there's, like, 2 different kinds of passion too. There's, like, the good kind of like, the progressive kind of, passion where you're like Michael Jordan, you're just obsessed with winning and you're really good too, and you're just all you can think about is basketball and learning basketball. But then there's also, like, a weird kind of passion, and this is in Pokemon too, I don't wanna call it weird or anything, where it's like I'm super passionate about basketball, but my passion lies in knowing every single player's number since the '50s, what team they were on, how many
Hmm.
baskets like. There's like that
Right.
obsession that's not really accomplishing anything other than
Right.
just like remembering stats. And it's like the same thing in Pokemon. There's people that are really actively trying to complete their goals in Pokemon and put together an awesome collection or build their business or other things. But then there's a lot of people that are just they're on Bulbapedia all day or they're on, you know, Pokemon YouTube all day, not really they're all they're doing is learning and it's like a loop of like learning, I guess, but not really putting anything they've learned into fruition. So very a lot of things to mull over.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know. I think like learning new skills is always plus EV. Like I said, like even if the hobby doesn't work out and I have to go back to selling water bottles, I can always take the lessons I learned, figure out
mhm,
another hustle with a different product and do that.
yep. Your average player says Lego Star Wars was the shit. I agree. That was one of my first games on Xbox. I don't know if you've ever played any of the Lego games, but they're pretty
I
fun.
didn't. I didn't, bro. I didn't have an
Yeah.
Xbox. I had a
Yeah.
360.
Yeah, 360 had some pretty good ones too. Um, Thrifty says it took her a month to figure out how to get past pseudo wudo in silver. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, so basically there was this tree blocking your way and you had to spray him or something.
Mm,
It's pretty erotic, but you
yeah, yeah,
sprayed him down and then he like went home. It was a lot
yeah.
like your Friday night.
You spray him down, his body grew, he left.
He's like,
Yeah.
fine, yeah.
um,
But you
what's the
never played
best? No, go ahead.
uh,
Go ahead.
you
Yeah.
never played the Pokemon games, did you?
No, I've watched a decent amount, but I never had a Game Boy or
So I'm really
any type
confused
of.
what you're doing here, Jake Smith. Do you mind? Can I What are you doing in the hop? What like
I'm here as your therapist solely. Um, I'm here to help you mull
you didn't play
over
the game, you didn't
issues.
have the cards, you didn't have a binder, you didn't have an older brother, your dad didn't buy you the packs. What are
Mhm.
you doing here, dude?
Just a big fan of Logan Paul. Once he started ripping, I'm like, you know what?
Okay.
That's for me.
Okay,
That
okay.
is for
Yeah.
me.
Hmm.
Um, Biersky says, "What's good, jokers?" Just joking around, dude. Having a having a pleasant day. Ernie beat Mario, godlike. You know,
Uh,
no mistakes at all were
no,
had. It was a
I
clean
didn't
run.
die, but there's a lot of mistakes.
Hmm.
Colson's really good at Mario, man. You got to see him play. He's got like,
Yeah, he's probably better than me at most games. I'd say. I feel like most kids younger than me are probably better at games than me, unless
yeah.
it's certain games. I do be playing them games, them first person shooters and yada yada. I don't know. I just never like really gotten into. Maybe it's like I never played the Pokemon games. One because parents never gave me access, which is probably a
Hmm.
good thing as a young child. Went outside and played with friends instead. But there's something about like playing a game alone for hours on end. Like I guess I just get really bored, or just like games where it's like you're constantly collecting and upgrading and managing
Like
inventory and
RPGs
stuff.
and stuff.
Yeah, RPG, like I love RPGs. Like I really do like games like that, but it's more of ones where it's like I like watching other people play. And I don't know why that is. But I'm very much like a multiplayer game person, or like player versus player. Like it's you or me who can, you know, put the side on each other's head first and kill each other type games. Um, I feel like I kind of learned that in Skyrim and Oblivion. I put like hundreds of hours into those games, and I felt like empty and sad after beating them when I probably should have felt accomplished. So I think it's just a personal issue. I'm gonna have to go to therapy for. So
I'm here, man. If you need therapy, I'm here. You know.
yeah, yeah. I
Well,
just like I
can
just like multiplayer. I like talking shit with people and talking about discussing games we're playing, which is kind of like the Pokemon hobby. I'd rather talk with you about Pokemon and plays and all this other stuff. What do we like? What do we don't like? Than just doing it alone.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's actually interesting. I think I mean, obviously, I play chess. That's a very alone game. Uh, like most of the time, you're just alone because you're not able to. It's very rare that you even find somebody that's on your exact level, so that you can just kind of discuss everything. Like you're usually dealing with somebody that's either stronger or weaker. So that's
Right.
why it's really nice in chess when you find somebody that's a little stronger than you, but you could still kind of just like go at the same speed. It'd be
Hmm.
akin to like if I've been speaking Spanish for a year and you've been speaking Spanish for 10 years, you're not gonna be able to have a convo with me that you would have with another dude that's been speaking Spanish for 10 years. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So most of the chess like learning is just like books by yourself, dude. Like honestly,
Hmm.
just like reading from great men, so you could become a great man. You know what I'm saying? A man
Yeah.
or whatever. So, and then I guess with Pokemon games, you might just not get it, and not in a bad way, because maybe
Hmm.
you're not trying to get it, but like, and the chat could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think part of the reason people really like Pokemon games is because you get to like it's like live out the dream in a way, or live out the anime the way that
Hmm.
you would do it. So like
Right.
I remember when I was a kid, it's like I would want to catch the team I wanted to catch,
Yeah.
right? And there was like an identity a little bit in like your decisions.
Hmm.
And I think that's what makes a good game. Like a good game lets you freestyle some decisions, like it doesn't hold you, right? But it still forces you to play well in a way. So like in these Pokemon games, they were all really easy. So as a kid, you could pick whatever your team was and still beat the game, and it felt great, you know. And then
Right.
you could pick
Right.
a different starter and then do it again. So, um, but if you don't like the feeling of like stalking and catching stuff and building a thing, and if you already feel like that's pointless, then yeah, I could see why, you know.
Well, I wouldn't say it's pointless. I would just prefer someone else to be in the room with me, being able to talk while the game's going on, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would totally get into it and play, you know, the game if we were doing what we are right now, where it's like you're playing the game, I get to talk to you about it. We get to like argue about what attack is the best move on Garchomp and the
Mm-hmm.
final four, like that type of thing, instead of just like mindlessly choosing stuff and slowly learning myself. I don't know. That's kind of just, I guess I just get bored if it's just a single player game. That's my
Mm-hmm.
main issue. I like the back and forth. Because also the
Mm-hmm.
back and forth, you can't really determine either. Like the game kind of puts you towards a certain direction of conversation. You can kind of continue a conversation throughout all. Maybe I just don't like silence. Do I not like silence? I just don't. Like
Maybe,
everything
bro.
comes crashing down if I break out of silence. Yeah, I really
Mm,
do need therapy. Maybe next week you can be my therapist.
I'm busy. I'm going on box nostalgia. So
Okay. Yeah, that's what my real therapist said too. So,
yeah,
yeah, maybe someone will make time for me to talk about my
nah,
issues.
it's just
No?
not really worth it. But
No. Hmm.
so here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. We're getting close. We're getting close to wrapping it up. Let's catch up with chat. Let's
Hmm.
knock out this last topic and let's flash out of here. Okay, Luke says Nesty just realizing the hobby is not real and he's actually in a mental asylum, and Jake is not his friend but his ghost therapist.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
A little too real, but thanks for the
Uh,
comment. Oh, I'm not getting paid either. I'm truly a ghost therapist. It's lit.
it's lit. Yeah, I'm just like getting close to the end of my ability to be awake. Um,
Hmm. Yeah.
so what else do we have on the list? Let's see. Do we have anything else? Is that it?
I mean, I
Was
think
that
we're
it?
pretty much through the list. What was it? We talked about Elotes. Okay. We talked about
Mm-hmm. Check.
Elotes.
Yeah.
Okay. We also talked about Elotes.
Erotic wood spraying.
Um,
Pause. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's not forget the most important thing. Most important thing is our friend Thrifty TCG
hmm.
is going is going live tonight at 9 p.m. I believe is when she's going live. And everybody, we're gonna go there. We're gonna support her. We're gonna buy some 151 packs. We're gonna break Relentless. Okay.
Hmm.
We're gonna put up with the camera shaking and the bad audio. We're going to put up with it and support Thrifty TCG.
Push
That's what we're doing.
through. Yep.
We're
Yep.
pushing through. Mm.
She's also coming to Austin this week. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Austin card show, right? Or
yep,
something.
Austin Card Show this
Are you
coming
excited, dude?
weekend. Come through.
You have
Y'all be
inventory?
fun. Yeah, I've got a little too much inventory for the way the markets are crashing right now, so we are going to try to sell some more English alt arts. I did just get back like 3 subs, so I'm pretty good with inventory, so that's nice. Um,
Mm, I mean, yeah, man. I don't. Let's see. Mick Nick says, "Did you guys touch on Palkia yet?"
hmm,
No, not yet. We're saving
Palkia.
it for the end. Yes, Palkia. Thank you for your comment. Retro says you need to play the games. That's your new One Piece. What games? What are
Oh,
you
the
talking about?
Pokemon games.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe I need to. I mean, I can play it on computer and all this other. I don't need a Game Boy or Nintendo Switch anymore, right? I can just hop in there whenever, hop right into Kanto whenever I feel like it.
it's fun, man. It's fun. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. But you are not really doing anything. I mean, when I beat Final Fantasy X back in the day as a kid, bro, and I put 48 million hours into it,
Hmm.
at some point it's just like it's over. Like I
Yeah,
can't get any more upgrades. That's it.
you're tapped
I
out.
got
Yeah.
I'm tapped out. I got every summon, everything. And then my little brother deleted my save file and I
Oof.
wanted to kill him, but then he really freed me. He freed me, Jake Smith,
Yeah, yeah.
from he freed the maw from his lamp. Do you see? I was
Hmm.
stuck looking at this game, dude, trying to max out my second and third sword. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, Jake Smith. That's exactly what the hobby is right now. You
Hmm.
already beat the game. You got the extra summon. You got the secret ending. Now, like that's it. It's time to
Yeah.
go outside.
Now what? Original art, maybe? Is that the next step?
Original art. Original art. I bought a little something.
Oh, you did. You did. Yeah.
Bought a little
You
something.
wanna?
Little, you know.
We can't talk about that though, because that would be spilling a play.
What else? Oh, you did your auctions. You want to tell the people how your auctions went so they can jump?
Yeah, I mean, pretty bad, but I mean, I auctioned off like 50 cards, and they were all my least liquid, worst graded cards. So getting $10 a card isn't bad when you're just trying to get it out. Some stuff went pretty high though. I was surprised. So auctions are still good for getting rid of your things. It just sucks when a PSA 10 Japanese One Piece card goes for like 325. That's not great. Um,
Spike Daddy had a funny comment. He goes, "You guys freed me from the hobby talking about Elates."
you're
Peace, bro.
welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome. He's out of here, dude.
Go play some
Um,
Pokemon, bro. You deserve it.
but yeah, man. I mean, listen, we're gonna do more of these lives more often. I'm literally a zombie right now. I'm like on 2 hours of sleep, so I have
Hmm.
to tap out. Like I literally have to tap out. Go, let's go follow Thrifty. We'll plug those links all on the Instagram and Discords and stuff.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, more to come. You know, we'll have more talks in the future with some actual topics and stuff. But before we go, real quick, just want to get your thoughts on the complete collapse of the um all markets in the global economy.
Hmm.
What's your thoughts on that?
Mm, it's just a cycle, dude. We're
Mm,
in the cycle where everyone says everything's ending, it's all going to zero, yada yada. In
mm-hmm,
reality, it's just rich people dumping their stuff again, taking a bunch of profits. Everyone who's poor holding on to what they've already bought and getting absolutely wrecked. And it'll start going back up again when the rich people decide it's going to happen again. So, just classic market, ebb and flow. We're all
mm-hmm.
good. The world's not ending.
The
Um,
world is not ending. You can confirm.
I can confirm the sun is out. Um, the birds are
Mm-hmm.
chirping. I don't think the world's ending. Yu-Gi-Oh is selling. The fact that Yu-Gi-Oh
You're
still has
capping, bro. Stop
buyers
lying to me. Stop it. Why do you
means
feel the need to lie?
we're
Yu-Gi-Oh
good.
doesn't sell. Anyway,
My Yu-Gi-Oh
um,
does.
all right.
um,
On that note, everybody, thank you so much for tapping.
yeah. Thanks
Um,
for tapping in. We got 20 watchers right now. We
dude,
appreciate
we're
you guys the
super.
most. Everyone rewatching, Try to tap in on our
There.
random schedule. Come on now. It's not that hard. It's
Mm-hmm.
one of the 7 days in the week at a random time. You got plenty of chances to tap in. Turn on the notifications, hit the sub button, Palkia, all that good stuff. So,
Hell yeah. Hell
um,
yeah.
and yeah, comment below if you liked and if you have any questions. And if you just want to say Palkia, go for it. Just
Mm-hmm.
go
Wait, didn't we
for
have
it.
a question? We had a question from the last episode. I mean, we tell people to ask and then we don't answer. That's kind of dark.
Oh, that's true. We can just end it off on that question since we only got
Okay, yeah,
one.
let's do that. Let's do
Most of our
that. Yeah.
comments was Dan with a emoji yawning, so we don't really talk about that.
Thank you for the
Um,
support.
I mean, the question was it was more of a take, more of a
Mm.
statement, but saying popularity is more important than the pop report. Pop is more important than pop. If you
Mm.
wanted to
Oh, I
bring the
see.
question down a little shorter,
Yeah,
um,
got it.
so
Yeah, so like
your
the
brain can
Charizard,
understand it.
right? So like a Charizard that's like pop at 10,000, or a Van Gogh Pikachu that's pop a million. It doesn't matter because so many people want it, right? That's what he's saying.
Yeah, but I think it's like a lot of people just are really too concerned about pop. I
Mm-hmm.
still look at the pop, and whenever I say pop retro, a little bit of part of his soul leaves his body. So I don't know. Maybe I've started liking saying pop, 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 pop. Retro, you still
Pop, pop,
listening?
pop.
Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
We're gonna pop, 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 pop right on out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you next time on another episode of Joker Collectibles.
yeah.
Peace.
Peace. Are we live?
Yeah, we're still live.